Hi, I'm Rose, owner-operator of Mason Creek Farm. We've been in operation since about 2006 on Mason Creek, which is a tributary of the Middle Fork of the White River in the Boston Mountains of the Ozarks at about 1,300 feet elevation. It was a new farm we created in 2006, kind of eked out of the original homesteading family's acreage. It had been cleared about 10 years here along the creek when we bought it, but I think people have been living here for hundreds of years as we've gotten to know more of the local history and met some of the old-timers. They told us stories about people living down here. Interestingly for us, as a side note, one of Arkansas's significant history makers, Peter Mankins, was actually located just around the bend on the creek, and he actually grew enough hogs that he supplied the Union Army during the Civil War with pigs and would drive them up to Kansas City to get on the train, and actually at one time even drove the pigs all the way to the Rocky Mountains where they were attacked by Indians, so the story goes, and he lost all the pigs. Here on our farm, we've really focused our energy and time and of course money on 4 different areas. The first being the health and well-being of the animals in our care. The second being the health and well-being of the land in our care. The third being investing in our local community. And the fourth is developing the Boston Mountain Hog, which is a new breed we've created that's designed to be economical for the local farmer and also well designed for a rich pastured and wooded environment. Kind of happened organically. Being animal welfare approved, we are required to raise all the pigs that we butcher. So over time we would select the ones that did best, both in our management technique and physically by having larger litters. And we developed a pig that really thrives in this environment. We selected for pigs with certain physical characteristics, such as a large foot. Makes a huge difference with lameness issues, and our little creek bed is very rocky and going up and down the rocky hills. But some things that we selected for physically, like a good eyesight and a small erect ear, actually help in pig management because they are so much easier to work with when they can hear you coming and they can see you coming and you can talk to them and they can see you. So that actually makes it easier on us, but it also makes it easier on them. It's much less stressful to them if we've got this little partnership thing going because they can see us and hear us. And then some things we selected for really are about the quality of the meat. Selling directly at the farmer's market, of course, the first thing that you sell out of every week is bacon and chops. So we selected for a pig that had a long, deep loin and a long, wide loin and a long, deep side, so that would just infinitesimally increase the bacon chops with every pig. We've also incorporated in some other breeds to increase marbling and increase fat. That helps for the cooking quality of the meat and the textural and cooking qualities of the sausage, having a little bit more fat in it. We decreased the size of the pig slightly so that it will reach maturity, and that has to do with some of our pasture management issues. So it's all really connected. So getting that consistent quality with every litter is something that we've really strived for. We've now gotten to the process where we have a breeders association, and of course we have a set of rules and regulations and standards, and we have developed it as a regional breed. So we've expanded and reached out to, there's a young couple raising them in Oklahoma City at Arcadia Farms when they're totally organic, which is exciting. We have 3 different farms in Kansas City now raising them. We have a breeder and producer in near Conway. and then we have a couple of them here locally. So we're trying to develop it as a regional breed because it just makes sense that we've designed this hog to thrive in this environment. So it would make sense for it to be here locally.
So we're Dan and Ava West. We're here in Grain Valley, Missouri, just outside of Kansas City. We are starting a farm.
We have 5 breeders.
We have 4 sows and a boar. We're on a cycle of butchering or farrowing every 3 months, so we have 2 litters every 3 months to get the cycle going. So we're just kind of starting. We're selling right now roughly 15 to 20 a year retail at farmers markets and half hogs. We're hoping to expand that. Got some contacts with restaurants and looking at some wholesale options. So we got introduced to Rose and the Boston Mountain Hog through organic farming, and at that time she was looking for producers to expand the Boston Mountain Hogs and looking for something up in the Kansas City area. So we talked about it and looked like a good opportunity. So we started raising Boston Mountain Hogs in the Kansas City area starting in the spring of 2014. Been real happy with the product. Customers have been happy. Good marbling, good flavor.
It's the best pork, seriously. I mean, I didn't love pork before. I love pork.
The temperaments have been great. Litter size has been great. Just overall real happy with the Boston Mountain Hog.
We have 223 acres. We have row crops. We have the hogs. We have 1 dairy Holstein milk cow. We have cow-calf operation with approximately 26, 28 cows and a bull. We have a retail farm store that we just opened 3 weeks ago.
Got this pig this boar from Rose as well. Anyway, this is my daughter's pig. She is taking a liking to Big Ben. She's the one that actually named me.
Yeah, Rose said she needed to have a B name, and my daughter is infatuated with all things London and England, so it came out that quick. That's Big Ben. On our farm, we have our store that we just opened not too long ago, and we're selling all these things retail to our customers, not only to the loyal customers that we've had throughout the years, but now we're just gaining new customers as well, in addition to a local cafe and doing some deliveries even to some local business establishments. So we just love what we're doing. It's a lot of work, but we are passionate about having healthy food.
One of the end goals is to have a certification mark. So this is a mark that will be recognized by the USDA, so legal to put on the meat. That will indicate to the consumer or purchaser that the hog has met our requirements, and we will have, we're right now in the process of grading the hogs that go to butcher. So we're going to grade them on the length of the loin, the diameter of the loin, the marbling in the loin, the fat, and only apply the certification mark to the pigs that go to butcher that meet that meat quality. So the consumer will have a consistent product. But in addition to that, we're also requiring all our producers to be animal welfare approved. So you've got a dual functionality there of not only having a consistent product, but also one that you can count on being raised humanely. So that process should be completed in about a year, I hope. So you'll be able to find it wherever the producer or grower is. You should look for it in the store or buy it on other farm.